scaling up in the bottom lane. He's starting to get bigger and bigger, but Keen just constantly trading back and forth. One more attack. He gets all 5 stacks. He's got the execution ready. Keen flashes, but Let Me matches, and that will be Keen going down, giving over first blood. MLXG healing up to the bleed. It's constantly ticking, but he survives, and Team China take the first kill.
Down if the decimate did hit and the ultimate did go down. But well played by China. They did anticipate and punish the over-aggression coming into the peak.
Now with that presence, knowing that there's no flash from the top laner, and having a track on the timer, Team Korea collapse onto the Infernal Dragon, using that push pressure in the mid lane. MLXG is back on the map, but he's only just now getting to the pit, and the Dragon has already been picked up by Team Korea. So effectively juggling their resources across the map. Despite a mistake up top, they're still able to...
The Olaf is strictly an early game champion. Ooh, but they're going in the bot side.
That's a knockup for JJ, forced to back up. The chains will lock him in place. He's denying a lot of this damage. Arrow finds Uzi. He's still sitting on both summoner spells. Double teleport. There's the collapse. They've engaged. They've managed to kill Uzi. The primary damage is dead, and a cask will knock Ming back in. He tries to get out of this, stalls it out at such low health. Finally will go down, but it's chaos as the fight breaks out. Let Me collapses. Realm Warp onto Faker. They're not able to deny his CC. He escapes with his life. Ruler picks himself up a double kill, and it ends up being 2 for 2.
And that was a massive play coming in from Xie. I loved his target selection. He actually stunned out the Gragas on the backside and then used his ultimate onto the Ruler's Ash right there. So getting both would take away so much of the skirmishing potential that the Chinese
got the Realm Warp. They're looking for the dive. As Ruler holding on to the arrow, they've managed to find Ming, but he gets a 3-man knockup. Uzi's trying to kite it out, lands a snare onto 2, sidesteps easily on the cast, and is able to make it look like nothing. Now Xie steps forward. Team Korea perhaps biting off a bit too much more than they can chew. The slow onto Ruler. He flashes away from the stun, but with a teleport from Keen, they realize they cannot match this. If he were to appear, then Team China would be in trouble, so they decide to back away.
That was great. Objectives after the skirmishes have ended. The mid tower is down, and also another mountain drake going over to Korea's side. Let's watch how Uzi was caught out. Score, Gragas himself, as he's called in Korea, finds Uzi.
Yeah, flash body slam over the wall before Uzi can react. Of course, though he is one of the best players in the world, we are still only human. We do only have reaction speeds that are so fast before we can get out of the way. And one of those ways is playing through misinformation. But I've seen this play before. This is the exact same one. That turret is still there, but this time Let Me does not have the flash. There's the execution. And this time it pays off. Now, but as we said, if Team China make a mistake, this map could open up, and Keen looks to be doing that on his own. He's turning on the Let Me and breaking down the tier 2. MLXG shows himself, but the arrow finds him, uses Ragnarok. Keen is ready for one, he finds it, MLXG chasing it down, and he goes down. A double kill to Team Korea.
And that was such a beautiful save coming in from Ruler, the cross-map crystal arrow.
See him chase that down. Meanwhile, Baron being taken by Team Korea over the wall. Smite secure as they're able to pick it up. Cord JJ over the wall with the knockup. The Realm Warp! And Team Korea, they don't want the Baron, they want the kills, and they find them. 3 kills and a teleport up to the minion wave.
And there is no...
Team China's base is falling apart. Finally, they're looking to respawn as MLXG and Ming chasing down onto Ruler. They get 1 kill, but at what cost? Ming is collapsed as Team Korea chase him down and force MLXG away from the base. Now Uzi is back up. He's able to kill Keen in the front line as a snare finds MLXG. He will die a double kill to Faker, but Team China, yes, they're on the board, but their base is broken.
Yes, but they do get 2 Baron buffs off from the Korean squad, so this is going to significantly weaken the 1-3-1
off. They're going to push for the final inhibitor turrets back on the map. Now Ming is looking for a flank. He's got the Hex Flash, but a Banshee's Veil onto Faker. That's the Predator. They're set to collapse. Ruler, there's no one there to defend him. Pinch against the wall. He goes down, and Team trying to find themselves the kill with the carry dead. They're trying to juggle it out. They find themselves 3 and are chasing Team Korea. They set the trap, and Team Korea walk right into it. Keen is trying to break out, though. He pulls the prongs, but ends up getting snapped up in its jaws.
And here is the comeback we were talking about. The engage finally coming through from China. Ming on the high ground, goes in, gets a double knockup straight onto Ruler, and before Ruler is even able to, be very hard to get another team fight, and that's how they want to play the game.
That's the Realm Warp. They're trying to catch onto Ming as Faker pops up over the wall, Unbreakable Will and a cast. is used to force Ming back, but that's a big cooldown. Meanwhile, MLXG still deep within enemy territory. What used to be his own side of the map is now very scary place to be. The snare is ready. He used the Ragnarok already, Rune Prison, and a slow. MLXG uses a stopwatch to stall it out, but he will die as Score finds himself another kill. The inhibitor is respawning right now, but with super minions escorted by Team Korea, they're just going to walk it forwards. They could be looking to end the game.
Yeah, they definitely are trying to finish right here. They probably will take a little bit of time, just get the inhibitors, but this is a push where they can stay until MLXG actually revives. So they still have 30 seconds to take as much as possible.
Oh, the flash snare. They found Ming. Remember, he has no ultimate. He gets caught and dies. Faker finds an opening. Could be trying to shut this game down and lock first place for Team Korea. It's 3 versus 5. Still 13 seconds on the timer for MLXG. A knockup as Uzi tries to clear out the minions as best he can. Xie trying to come in from the side, but Team Korea fan out. They don't let themselves get caught. The minion wave has been cleared rather effectively. Chains of Corruption, the snare, but Keen steps forward to take it. Uzi flashes away. Let me forced to go golden. He's snared, flashing back to try and survive. Ruler steps up under the turret. No fear in the eyes of Korea as they are chasing down the base of Team China.
And it does look like Korea are going to give China one last breath. We'll back away for now, but that was so many summoners burned on China's side. You could see Uzi getting caught in the double apprehend coming in from King, having to trade his flash for that. I believe Korea will try to finish this game in that time frame of 5 minutes.
Now they still have that Baron buff spawning just about now. Team Korea are back on the map and are securing all around it with double inhib down. Team China, not only have they now lost vision, but they've lost lane pressure everywhere except their own base. There's a very small window of opportunity to get back out onto the map, and we see them taking it as they push up into the mid lane. Scouted out by that hawk shot and the wards of Team Korea. Yes, they've got vision around the Baron, but this is a very small window of opportunity for them, and it's already being slowed down by Team Korea.
If you lose 3 inhibitors, the chances of you making a comeback are 1 in 100. The odds are not stacked in China's favor. They're being pushed back onto the defensive side. There's almost no vision outside of their own base. I believe they will have to give up this Baron, and it will come down to that one big defensive team fight right in front of their Nexus to make a comeback.
And let it be remembered that there's only a single Nexus turret standing. If Team China want to try and take a team fight, they only have a single Nexus turret to deal with this constant swarm of super minions collapsing in over and over. Already, though, it looks like the Baron has been started out by Team Korea. They've got one mountain. They are shredding through it. MLXG, he's ready with the flash and smite. He's over the wall, but he does not get the steal. Uses Ragnarok and will go down with his death timer missing. No, Faker, he seems to be backdooring. He's going one-on-one against Xie, forcing out the power unleashed. Xie did use the flash as that's a teleport to go in. With Baroned up super minions, he backs away, and somehow Team China are able to defend their base, but the Nexus turret still crumbles. Again, Korea putting pressure in multiple places. They're going to try to end the game right here. The arrow lands onto Ming, a snare onto Let Me. Xie looking to get these minions out of the way, but the flood will not stop, and Team China are going to have the Nexus crumple as Team Korea take the 2-0 victory over the duration of the group stages and close this match out, taking first place in Group A.
And what a beautiful performance that was, highlighting everything that the Koreans do so well. The macro game, the control on objectives, the slow starving of the Chinese squad right here. Frankly, once China did not find their advantage